tower is always the first thing people noticed. I mean, it's pretty hard to miss. Finished in 1963 and an unmistakable beacon on the horizon, Telstra finally won their battle against a heritage overlay and replace it with a single Polcom spire. Following the win with Council, they backflipped, citing the cost to remove it was not viable. It remains our ugly neighbour that sits on the second highest point in Melbourne. But we won the auction, and this is where the story begins. Our gorgeous old lady sat as an original weatherboard on top of the hill. Overlooking orchards out to the south, she hosted many families from 1917, but she desperately needed a facelift. For those of you that have followed our story, we subdivided the block. To allow the vision to take shape, we needed to remove some bits to make it all fit. Soon we'll show you the result, but first, let's just recap some highlights.
I've been waiting, laying dormant for all this change to let me go. In a modern life that don't suit my stripes, my spirit used to tiptoe. Look in my eyes, see what lies behind the mirror. You can look in my eyes, see a light that shines a different hue. In a modern life that don't suit my stripes.
Hey, welcome to Unit 2, 1 Everton Grove. Before we get on with the big reveal, I thought we would start the journey by taking you to the heart of the home. You guessed it, it's the kitchen. I'm sure you can see why we call it the heart of the home. It's quickly become the congregating place. So now let's go back to the beginning by kicking off with that 1917 front door. How's that red ceiling? There were so many opinions about don't you dare do that red, and yet I think it really worked. It's created intimacy in what could have otherwise been a really gaping space. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you through the master bedroom. Here the brief was very different. I wanted this space to have that feeling that you were staying in a luxury hotel, but a hotel with a little bit of quirkiness. A space that was really intimate, hidden from the rest of the world, like one of those hotels that you go to when you really want to feel like you've stepped out of the common norm. I wanted it to feel intimate and special, a place that you could hide. I also wanted it to be highly functional, walk-through robes, but not one of those spaces that takes up a lot of room and doesn't actually have any storage. And lastly, I wanted it to be able to be very, very multi-purpose, so someone could be shaving or putting on makeup while someone else was on the toilet or using the shower. So now that you've had a visit to the Everton Grove Hotel, how about we go outside and have a look at the not quite finished but a long way down the road landscaping. Onward and upward. One of the greatest achievements is that in the time that we've been living in this home, no one talks about the tower anymore. In fact, all they comment on is the view. So let's go have a look at that secluded space upstairs for guests and friends. Now that is what I call a view. Well, I'm really hoping that you've enjoyed visiting 1 Everton Grove with us today. Oh, hang on, there's one last thing. It's the thing you all keep asking for. Let's go and close out with the turntable. I'd like to give a great big vote of thanks to all those who helped make this possible. You don't get an outcome like this by doing it on your own. It's been a combo of a whole lot of creative people who all had opinions, who all had ideas, and helped take the ideas up here into something very tangible and real, the place that we now call home.